Hello world, welcome to Plug in a Day with David the Day. That's me. Since this is the first episode, let me give you a quick rundown of what this is, and then we'll get right into it. So last year, I was pretty burnt out at work. For my day job, I'm an art director for a marketing agency, and at the end of the day, I was just creatively spent. I just didn't have any capacity left over to create music. I somehow was able to release a lo-fi album called The Loneliness of Space Travel, but beyond that, I really just didn't do much else. So for this year, I've challenged myself to wake up a little earlier and every day before work, create an 8 to 16 bar snippet of music. This is just to get the creative juices flowing and to have a bank of ideas that I can come back to later on and fully flesh out. Now, on top of that, I realized I have way too many plugins. Well, can you have too many plugins? I don't know. For the effects plugins, I didn't know what most of them did, and for the virtual instrument plugins, I didn't know what most of them sounded like, and that's just because I haven't had a chance to use them. And the reason I have so many plugins is because around every holiday, these companies are either just giving plugins away for free, or they're offering them at really deep discounts. And if they look even semi-interesting, I just scoop them up, throw them in my DAW, and then forget about them half the time. And that's what Plug in a Day with David the Day is all about. I'm going to randomly select at least one virtual instrument and one effects plugin that I have to use during this challenge to myself of creating this small snippet of music every day. So obviously I want to find out what these plugins do, which ones I should keep, which ones I should use more, and which ones I should delete altogether. And along the way, ultimately my goal for all of this is that you will find out which plugins will help on your own musical endeavors. So that's it. That's what Plug in a Day with David the Day is all about. And we're going to start right now.
And it starts right now.
Plug in a Day with David the Day. Okay, so I have all of my plugins in a spreadsheet. I have it separated between virtual instruments and effects plugins. And this little box here just randomly selects one. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, stop. Contact Karanyi Wavesynth Pitch Black. Okay, let's load it up. Okay, so here is Karanyi Sounds, I hope I'm saying that right, Wavesynth Pro plugin with the Pitch Black preset pack. Let's take a look a little bit what Wavesynth Pro is. Here's the website I was looking at just a second ago. It's basically for creating these kind of future nostalgia or future retro, which is a pretty popular genre that's happening right now. And it's a wave shaper instrument, so it's taking wave files and it's distorting them and augmenting them so you get these cool sounds. And it's using wave tables and waves from vintage to modern classic synth samples. So Juno 106, JX and 8P, the Voyager, Emulator, M1, blah, 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 all of these. And you can see here's our pack that we're going to be working with, the black sheep of the flock, rough and dirty waves. So, let's go in and let's just play a couple of presets here and see what we can get out of it. And we'll go into all these settings here and see what they do. Okay. Nice. Creepy. Love it. It's kind of got a industrial feel to it. So does that. Yeah, okay, so I could see these are all they're very rough. They're definitely rough, most of them. Cool. I like that rubber ball one. Let's go back to that. I think we can work with that. Where was that? Did I pass it? Nope, there it is. Yeah, I think we can use that actually as a melody instead of bass. Most of these are all bass. If we go to the browser, all the patches here are bass tones. So interesting, very interesting. Let's just take a look at these settings really quick. So standard attack. Yep. Your release. So if I crank this up and I just hit it once, it's just going to go forever. Let me reset that. Position. looks like the position of where the cutoff is. That doesn't seem to be doing much for this. At least for this preset. I don't know if that stands for form or firm. Maybe it's the shape of the cutoff. I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what these stand for here. Here we go. Some effects here. Are these even on? I think you gotta turn them on. Seems like a cutoff as well of some sort. Maybe a high pass or something, or low pass. That's cool. It's kind of adding like a chorus effect kind of to it. This looks like delay. And reverb was already on there. Whoa. And then color, it looks like a little EQ here. Okay, cool. So that's a little rundown. What is this? EDT. Oh. Okay, so here are a lot more settings if you're into settings and whatnot. Looks like there's a little QR code. Not sure where that goes. Okay, it just goes to the Karanyi website. It's kind of cute. So it looks like you have all of these settings. I'm almost wondering if these are the settings that actually create like this preset. That these are the main settings that go into the preset, and these are just little things to tweak it on the outside, I guess, on superficially. But looks like you got, the wave shape here. You got your standard ADSR. Here's a wavetable ADSR. Oh, this is amplitude or an amp or something. Position mod. I don't know what that. I'm not into wavetables too much, so I don't know exactly how they work. That's one thing that I really want to work on. I don't need to work on it, but I want to work on it and understand them more. Especially like with something like with a plugin like Serum. I want to be able to create my own sounds a little easier there. Got a low pass filter cutoff. Don't know what this is. Oh, time and feedback. Maybe some sort of delay thing going on here. Maybe these are just different types. Not sure. Again, not an expert in wavetables. Reverb here. Yeah, maybe these are different delays, and here's reverb. And then it looks like you just roll the... Let's do it. Let's just roll the dice. Let's just come up with something random here. I kind of like that. Let's add more reverb to this. Let's see what we can get. Yeah. Let's bump the release up. Let's get the attack going. Cool. Yeah. I like it. Let's just... Hey, we did a randomize. Let's... Cool. I like it. Let's go ahead and make some chords. All right, we got some chords going here. Let's take a listen while I tweak. It's a little, how do I say? It's a little harsh up top, so I'm gonna play around with the settings and see if we can smooth it out a bit. Oh, that's a filter. Okay. It's funny how these work for different settings, for a different plugin, and some of them didn't before. I want that reverb way up there. Okay. All right. Let's maybe put like a little melody on top of it or something. Let's maybe use Intimate Grand Piano by Spitfire Audio. Let's just do a little melody here. Okay, so we've got the chords, we've got a small little piano melody. I inadvertently came up, I think, with the same chord structure as that song Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Totally inadvertently. I'm not even really a big fan of that song. And the melody, I think I just subconsciously almost played it out, the melody from that song. So I had to change it all over again. So this is what we have so far. Okay, cool. Let's save that. Obviously needs some better mixing. I think the chords are a little high, the piano's a little low, needs some effects and stuff. Let's do that. Let's get an effects plugin. Close that. All right, here are the effects plugins. 3, 2, 1, stop. Burier. Okay, let's see what this does. Looking interesting. You can bury it. Let's turn the mix all the way down. Let's just go ahead and play this, and we'll play the piano only and see what it sounds like as we bring the mix up. Okay, nothing so far. I think we gotta... Oh, yes. Very nice. What is this? Oh, you could change the GUI here. I like this red. That shuts it off. Okay. Sorry, I was just playing around with it. So this is by Kit Plugins. It's called Burier. Sounds like some sort of maybe distortion, saturation. It's pretty simple. You have a mix control here to mix how much. This controls how much of that grit and saturation and distortion you want in there. Looks like there's link button, links the output for you. So as you're turning the effect up, it turns the volume down so you're not blasting your eardrums out. It's got a high cut and a low cut here, and then a knob to shut it on and off. And like we already discovered, you can hit this GUI button and change the look of the background. Pretty cool, pretty simple plugin, pretty great. What does this do? Oh, this just goes to the user guide. That's pretty handy. Yep, everything we just said. Amount of saturation going to the signal. Warning goes to 11. That's cute. All right, let's continue to play around with it. See what we can get out of it. I really like, so the hammers that we're hearing from the intimate grand piano, they're, because of the saturation, it seems like they're being compressed too, and it's just bringing those sounds of like the pedal and the hammers up, and it's really cool. I like that. Let's see what it sounds like together. All right, let's grab some drums and see what we can do with this. Maybe we can make it lo-fi. Okay, so I got a little beat going here. I just added kind of a low pass here to get rid of some of the highs here. Let's go ahead and I want to add Burier to this as well, and see what crunchiness we can get out of it. So let's listen. Yeah, with Burier on there, really sounded good. Might need a couple more tweaks here, and then we can call it. Let me just try a little something here. Okay, so we added some bass, we tweaked the piano, we added a riser, just little tweaks here and there all around. And just to recap the plugins, we used Karanyi Sound's Wavesynth Pro Pitch Black presets rather. And we also used Burier here, which is a really cool saturation plugin. I'm probably going to be using this a lot more. And I'm going to be coming back to this as well. There's a lot of sounds that I still need to investigate and check out. And, really, if you remember, we just hit randomize a couple times and came up with a really great sound. So really excited what we can do with this in the future. I've used a couple of the other Karanyi sounds instruments. They're featured in a couple of my songs that I've released. So pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and just play and listen to the final product. Here we go. So that's it. That's Plugin a Day with David the Day. If you like the video, give a like. If you want to see what plugins I'm doing in the future, be sure to hit subscribe. And please leave some comments. This is the first episode. Tell me how I did. Do you want to see more of the plugin? Do you want to see less of the plugin? What kind of plugins do you want to see? This challenge is for me, but it's also for you. So let me know. Peace. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. Okay, enough of that.